Hey guys, it's Postbox Pat. Welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to win using a crazy tactic which I've recently been using, which is absolutely awesome. But before I start this video, I'd just like to ask you guys, do any of you have all of the emotes, all of the skins, and also with Save the World, does anybody have some amazing weapons that are ridiculously powered up? If so, leave a comment down below because I'll be definitely getting in touch with you, tell me what you've got, because I'm looking for someone with loads of emotes and loads of skins on Battle Royale, and also another person with absolute tons of guns in Save the World to help me get through Save the World as quick as possible for some videos. Yes, you will be featured in videos, so if you are interested in doing that, leave a comment down below and tell me exactly what you've got, and I'll be going through the comments soon, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, what is this tactic? Well, welcome back to a new video, and today I want to tell you guys this because this is absolutely awesome. What you have to do is you have to jump out the bus at last minute and keep in the air to avoid the storm, to avoid the first storm. Now what it does exactly is it keeps you guys in the ring, so you'll always be in the ring. So what I do is I casually stay inside the bus for the entire game. I've got a few different clips of this coming up with several games. I've won about 8 games doing this. It's a very newbie-ish tactic kind of, but it is very strategic and it's something which I've not seen many people doing. Now doing this sort of strategy really isn't the sort of thing you really want to do every single game because it can get quite daunting and boring. However, if you want to get a win and you've never won on Battle Royale before, or you just want an easy win, this tactic is really good. So what I've done is I've jumped out the bus and I'm heading towards the middle of the map. I head towards like the middle section, I pull my glider straight away and head towards the middle of the map, so then I can like navigate myself around to see where the circle relocates. So what I'm doing is I'm checking my map. I know there's 24 seconds left until the circle relocates, so I'm looking where it might go. I'm thinking to myself, you know, the circle could come around here somewhere. We've got to get to it pretty quick. So I'm thinking if we head towards the middle, we've got a good chance. And what I'm doing is I'm going to be the last person to land rather than the first. Being the last person to land can be quite dangerous, and yes, I have messed this up about twice, not being able to get a weapon and someone killing me, but you make sure you know where the bus comes in and goes out. If you're doing this on duo, you can mark it. Now luckily, you guys could see that I was very lucky, and the storm actually came to my advantage and I was already in it, so I didn't really have to fly anywhere. And then what I do is I go to the coast so I know no one will behind me. Now going to the coast is very useful because you know that no one's going to be behind you, like I just said, but also it means you can move in with the storm and keep to the edge of the storm to get that easy win. So I've got a few different gameplays. I've tried this on duo and solo. I'm yet to try this on squad, but I've won about 7 games on duo on solo and about 5 or 6 on duo. I'm not too sure. I think I won 8 games. I can't remember the exact numbers, but I've won an absolute ton of games doing this in the last week or so, just testing it out for you guys. I'll replay a few of them games in a moment, but let's keep going in. And what I'm doing here is I'm thinking, where can I land? So I'm checking out. We're already so far into the game with only 62 players left, and we haven't even landed yet. What an awesome strategy is. Yes, it is newbie. You guys may agree with me with that, but if you want to try it out and get some easy victories, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Definitely worth trying. So I see a guy there. He's right there in front of me. He's got the wings and stuff, so I decide to land on a chest pretty quick. He still hasn't looted the entire place. Luckily, I get a shield, but unfortunately, I only have a scoped AR. Luckily, I get double potion drop, so that was very handy in this situation. Being able to activate them double potions definitely gives me a good chance against this guy. So I know I've only got a scoped AR, so I've got to get the height on this guy to be able to take him out. So I'm thinking, got to get some resources quick, grabbing some resources quickly. I can hear movement around me, so I'm keeping myself down, and I'm like, you know, we've got to get the kill on this guy so we can move forward with this game and try and get the win. So I'm hiding down. I'm thinking, wait a sec, where could he be? Where could he be? I relocate my stairs. I get them set up, the stairs that I always use, the pat stairs as my friends call them, and then we're up, and there's the guy. I see him at distance. I get a few missed shots on him. Unfortunately, it looks like he's trying to use his potion. He doesn't realize I'm shooting at him, and again, easy takeout on that guy. Very easily done. Very lucky to be able to get that kill in pretty early, and that leads to later on in the same game. It's teleport on the same game. Here we go. Let's move on the time. Here we are in the same game later on. I'm now in Pleasant Park. Very lucky with the ending circle. Even if the circle was further away, I still could have ran to it. Now I'm in a position where I can get the victory royale from here. I'll wind on this so you guys can see it a lot faster because this isn't the main point of this video. So it's just a simple double RPG win here. We've got my nice little scar, got everything set up in a nice little position. And if you want to check out any other tips and tricks videos from me, feel free, go and check them out after this video because I have tons and tons of tips and tricks, all from different situations. But this one is something new that I wanted to share with everyone, and I hope you guys do try it out. If you haven't already tried it out, I recommend trying it because it does work. Don't give up after your first attempt. If you get unlucky if you land, you have to be strategic. Think about it where you're landing. Think about where the edge of the map is, so no one's going to be coming behind you. Remember to stay in the air. It does work on duo as well. Not as good on duo in my opinion. I think it's definitely easier on solo, because if you're landing in an area on solo, there's a less likely chance of it all being looted, whereas on duo you've got 2 people looting that area, and then on squads you've got 4. However, you can try it on them game modes. I have won several doing it on duo. I'm yet to try it on squads. I've yet to get a squad together really to try it with, but you can see I'm just pushing through this game with only 3 players left now, finishing this game off. And this was the game that I did this strategy on. This was actually my first game, that's why I thought I'd show it to you guys. My first time using this strategy. Nice and easy win, rocket kill at the end, easily done. But let's move on to the duo game now, where I want to show you guys exactly how we won on the duo game. So with the duo game itself, it wasn't too difficult at all. Me and my friend Volts, we actually planned it out pretty well. We decided to land, well, what I like to do is I like to mark where the bus is coming in, so I know exactly what's going on. So after my character finishes dancing, we'll load up the next game, and here we are. So me and Volts are dropping in. Volts TN, good friend of mine, and we're actually thinking whereabouts the circle could end up. So what we did is we marked where the bus come in, so we knew the bus come across Moisty Mire at the back. You can see my marker there, and the marker at Lucky Landing. That's where the bus come across. So we dived out, well, the bus actually, we finished at Greasy Grove, and we dived out there and headed towards here, but my marker was just showing should we go Lucky Landing. So we were thinking of going to Lucky Landing. So what we've done is we've gone to the edge of the coast, me and Volts, trying this tactic out. Again, we're now at 10 seconds left until the storm gets located. Obviously, I've skipped it on a little bit. We've got 10 seconds left now, 5 seconds. We're thinking, you know, Lucky Landing could luckily be our spot, hopefully. So we see, and boom, we're not in the storm. So we say to ourselves, right, let's go. We're going to go to the storm. Now, coming in from this angle isn't the best. You want to really always stay to the coast. However, you've got to consider where to land. When you're coming in here, we are debating always. Me and Volts are in the sky here thinking, you know, we've got to be careful. We can't land salty because most likely it's already been looted because we're on duo. So we always say the little houses in between retail and salty. I know a few people who call them like the old houses or the granny houses or stuff like that. They're the few names that I've heard playing the game, but I don't know what you guys call them. But basically the houses in between salty and retail to the right. So there's salty. What I'm doing here is I'm scouting salty. I didn't see too much. I'm heading over here towards these 2 houses. And again, if these are looted, we just accept our fate and we lose. If they aren't looted, we're very lucky, and well, we're not very lucky. We've chosen a good point, which we probably would have chose anyway. A great point to choose, thanks to Vault with this one. And we chose the point, we decided it, and we're in nicely in here and getting the loot pretty quickly. Pretty swiftly, and as we swiftly loot up, we got a really easy start to the game. Got a decent shotgun weapon at the start, getting some resources there and then. I do play a little bit clunky because it was one of my first games on. It was actually my first game on this duo. I'm just showing all my first ones because why not? Because it's interesting. And then we get up here, get a nice little potion drop, get a chest as well, and then get a porta fort and some pretty decent loot from these sort of drops at the start. For a first drop there, you got an AR and a shotgun and a porta fort and a potion. You're pretty set there. I'm just getting the gameplay on record here. That's why I'm staying still. But you can see how the idea of this really does help towards the win. And there you guys can see I have downed unfortunately, and I am going to get out of the game here, but Volts managed to get the duo at the end. He gets both of the kills and carries me through that last bit of the game. Well done to Volts there for that end bit. We did absolutely amazing, and to be honest, I was really happy this tactic worked. Unfortunately, we did get in a difficult situation at the end, and I got sprayed by an SMG and absolutely wiped out as I was healing up. But thanks to Volts, he managed to get the last 2 kills, and we managed to win that victory. So that was an awesome game, and that really showed how that tactic possibly could have worked and possibly couldn't if we would have lost that end fight, but it worked all the way until the end, so it was a very good tactic to keep in mind. Now here's another gameplay of me trying it on solo. We're coming in over the racing field here. Again, we stay inside the bus all the way till the end of the game, keeping ourselves inside, thinking, you know, no point of diving yet, we're just staying inside. Keep inside the bus, wait. You can actually analyze the people jumping out. Something I like to do sometimes is watch how many people are jumping out. Mainly on duo. I wouldn't really do it too much on solo. It really doesn't matter. You just got to look around when you jump to see who's around you. So I'm simply just flying in the bus, completely chilling. I could be chilling on my phone. I could be chilling on my computer. Who knows what I could be doing at this point. Completely still, flying in nicely. We check the map. We're like, you know, let's have a little look. Predict where the circle might go. Coming in over Snobby Shores, and we go in nicely here. So I usually pull my parachute straight away, but obviously I was doing something at this time. So as I'm going in nicely with my parachute here, I pull it here, and then we wait and see where the circle locates. As I'm already on the edge of the circle, I'm thinking, I have a feeling that it's going to go over Snobby Shores. I just had a really weird feeling. So what I do is I just simply glide here. I'm not even playing the game at this point. I think I was actually rendering a video at this time, but I'm just completely chill, checking the map, thinking, it's probably going to go over Snobby Shores. I've got a weird feeling that it might. There's only 88 players left. We've still got 26 seconds before it relocates. If it doesn't go over Snobby Shores, then I'd probably fly away and go somewhere else. So as we're going down nice and slowly, completely chilling, got 18 seconds countdown left, and we're not even in the action yet. And you don't have to be in the action for this to work. That's why I really like it. You don't play the game, you're not actually playing the game how it's supposed to be played, but there are no rules with this game. You can play it however you want. If you want to play it this style, you can. I use this style a few times when I'm rendering stuff and editing stuff. It works pretty well. It's not as fun as the normal style, and to be honest, you'd probably get more wins doing the normal style because I don't know, depends how good you are with aggressive play. But if you like playing that sort of stuff like myself, I'd probably get more wins doing the normal style. But if you want a chilled out game, this is a really cool way to do it. And you can see the circle has landed on Snobby Shores. I get in nicely, I'm thinking. I'm looking out for enemies. I see an enemy at the distance there, just in that little army place, or the bunker base there. So I land on top of the house. He doesn't see me. I get on top of the house. I get an AR. And with this AR, I can start suppressing shots at him. Unfortunately, it won't let me pick it up. I'm not too sure what's going on there. I think I was playing with one hand or something at this point, and that's why I like showing you this footage and stuff, because it is just a weird footage, and it's just funny because I can't believe I use this sort of this is the way I play sometimes when I'm rendering and stuff, and I still get that victory royale because of the strategic plays that I do. So again, we're in a position now at the end of the game, skipping later on. I've got my LMG out, there's 3 players left, easily done, using the LMGs to suppress them down. It really does show you guys how, this is actually one of my first games with the LMG, to be fair. It really does show you, by doing things like this and getting very lucky with the circle, you can get a win. But not only that, it's not always down to luck. Doing that strategy that I do, locating the right position, knowing exactly where to land, thinking to yourself, let's skip the first storm, because skipping that first storm really can help you guys out a lot. Now, at the end of this, I will hopefully produce another video relating to skipping the storm if you guys don't understand it 100%. But overall, the best thing to do, in my opinion, what an easy kill there to skip the storm, is always head towards the middle, unless you've got a big strong feeling that it's going to be over Snobby Shores like I did then. So if you dive out straight away at the end of the bus, dive out straight away at the end, and once you're at the end, you say to yourself, let's go to the middle of the map, and then, well, as close as you can, slowly, don't dive in, use your glider, glide into the middle of the map, and then wherever the circle goes, go as close as you can to the coast with that circle, so the chances of someone being behind you is pretty rare. So I hope you guys understand that. Don't forget, try this out, tell me what you guys think of this tactic. Yes, I understand it is quite newbie, however, it is very fun to try out. It's a different way of playing the game, it works, so go and try it out. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you're new around here, stick around for daily Fortnite content. I bring Fortnite content out every single day. Once again, leave a like, comment and subscribe, and this is Postbox Pat, signing out.